Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what we got for you right now. If you like classic American lanyards, or do you like one of the latest, the last real lanyards that American cars came out with? Well, you're looking at the right video. Let's see what we got for you right now. What we got for you right now, it's a 143 scale resin model, by the way, Buick Roadmaster. Now, this beauty is made by GLM Models, which is an American. They usually specialize in American cars. Now, let me get details about the Roadmaster model. If you're familiar with the Buick Roadmaster, they have built models since 1936, but don't fully get it there because they stopped for many years. What I mean, example, Buick made between 1936 until 1942 one model. Then they made from 1946 until 1958 another model. But then Buick did not come back with the Roadmaster name until 1991, which is the one that we're looking at right now. From 1991 all the way down to 1996. Now, this piece of work is a gorgeous car. The reason I say this is one of the last real lanyards, because if you are familiar with this car is huge. It's long, it's fat. I mean, fat because it's so thick. It's like you could really fit six people comfortably there. So it kind of competes with the minivans in the amount of people you can sit in those cars. But these cars were really luxurious. And unfortunately, I don't think they don't really, what can I say? Let me say it properly. They don't, it's not being remembered as it should be. I think Buick made a real good looking, attractive car that it was super luxurious, but again, it did not sell as they probably wanted to be sold. And since 1996, when this car went out of the base, out of the models from Buick, they haven't brought the Roadmaster no more. And I don't really think they will bring it no more as a lanyard. If they ever bring it again, they probably bring it as a smaller, because lanyards are no longer being a car that's wanted by the American buyer and probably any buyer around the world. Gasoline's expensive, uh, and nowadays they're more into like the electric, not Buick, but I mean worldwide electric or hybrids. And I really do not see a Roadmaster being a hybrid, or hey, you never know, but at least that I see. Now, these cars competed with the Cadillac and with Oldsmobile had an Oldsmobile, actually not even the Oldsmobile, because the 98, which was the longest back in the 90s, were more smaller, were more like for the Park Avenue Buick competition. But the Roadmaster probably competed like with the Chevrolet Caprice, but is not in the same category because this is a luxury model. And the Caprice, it was more for the everyone. Even though it was big, it was still more for everyone. Beautiful car. Now let me talk about engines, so you have an idea more or less about engine size on this particular model. Now the 1991 to the 1996 had huge engines. Obviously, you got a big monster to move. It was a 5.0, a 5.7 V8, and then you had transmissions, only automatics, a 4 speed automatic only. and they kept it like that. If you remember, they also made a station wagon out of these beauties. Station wagon was as long, or even probably longer, than this one. It was a bit more rounded. At least the rear end was a bit more rounded, but was also very luxurious. But I think as classic luxury, I think the sedan or saloon, as you call it in other parts of the world, this one represented more that. You see that canvas, the top, the rear section of the top, that was very common in luxury cars, put like a fabric top on top of it, which I think were big mistakes because it didn't age well. They stained, they ripped easily, they dried out. You remember with extreme weather like snow, the stars, or blazing sun, like in the southern states, like in the U.S., like in Florida, they baked because it was so hot. Those fabrics were not really holding up as they should. And nowadays, you barely see new cars that people want to put fabric on top. All right, guys. By the way, just so you know, in the 6 year run this car had, they built over 200,000 of them. So not a bad run for a luxury model. And obviously, being the car that was being represented, such a long car, not everyone wanted to have. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So, what do you guys think about these cars? Do you still remember them around? Do you still would like to see more of them? I wish they do. By the way, I wish they really take care of these because these cars not around no more like they used to. Obviously, the older they get, the less we're gonna see around. Even though you know there were still a few of them around, but again, little by little, less and less of them are being preserved. So hopefully, whoever has them, take care of them. They're going to be a future classic in a few decades. Probably an expensive one too, because there's not going to be so many around. So keep them preserved. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Do you like these American cars? Do you find them to be ridiculous long and too too much for a car, or you find them to be the ultimate fashion and attractive, and you know obviously American cars are always big and bulky. All right, guys, don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up, and like I said, comment below, let me know what you guys think about these cars, and take care of yourselves more than ever. Don't forget to click and subscribe, and the bell next to the subscribe button. Goodbye.